Hi, my name is Chris. Today I'm doing Leetcode problem 1869, longer contiguous segments of ones and zeros in JavaScript. Okay, basically what we're doing is we're looking for the longest segment of ones and zeros, right? So if we have this, the longest segment is going to be 2 for ones. The longest segment for zeros is going to be 1. Okay, so then we want to check to see if segment 1 is longer than segment 0. It is, so we turn true. Here we have 3 ones and 3 zeros. They're equal, so we return false. Here we have longest segment is 2 ones, the longest segment is 3 zeros, so there's more zeros than ones. So again, we return false. That's what we're doing here. So let's grab this variable. Move over to CodePen. Let's create our function. And let's log that to the console. Okay. First thing we're going to do is we're going to create 4 variables. We're going to call 1. These are, let long ones equals 0. And then let long zeros equals 0. So what we're doing here is these are going to keep track of the longest segment of ones and zeros. And then we're going to create a variable called ones, set that to 0, and then set this to zeros, set that to 0. What these are for is now we're going to loop through our string, and these are going to keep track of each segment of ones, right? So we need to loop through S. Okay, so now we're going to have 4 scenarios that could happen. Okay, and we can use an if else statement, else, right? So if first scenario is if s at I equals 1 and I is equal to s dot length minus 1. The next scenario is going to be the opposite. So now we're going to say if that is 0, and then we're going to have an else if, and just if s at I equals 1. And then the last one would just be if it is 0, and we don't need to specify, we can use else. So what we want to do in here, well, at the end, we're going to return the long ones, long zeros. So if it's a 1 and we're at the last element, first thing we're going to do is ones plus plus. Okay, we're also going to do the same thing here. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to check. We're going to say if ones is greater than long ones, we're going to say long ones equals ones. And then we're going to do the same thing for the zeros. Oops. We can just say if zeros zeros, 0. Okay. Now we can do all. So basically, this is, you know, if ones is greater than long ones, we reset that, right? Same for zeros. Before we do all that, we got to increment ones. So for the opposite case, we can copy all this and switch this to zeros. One more thing we're going to need to do here is we're going to need to reset zeros to 0. And then for the last one, we just got the opposites. So we're going to say zeros plus and ones equals 0. Now we got an error. Oh, I know what we got to do. Sorry. Before we do any of that incrementing, we need to do this. And then same for this one here. Yep, and we're good. All right, so last thing we need to do is we're not returning the length of it, we're returning is long ones greater than long zeros. So all we can do here, just get rid of the array, and use a greater than sign. We get true. All right, let's grab all this, move it on over to Leetcode, paste it in, and let's submit it. There you go, good to go. All right, hopefully you found this video enjoyable and helpful. If you did, please give it a like. It helps my channel to grow. If you'd like to see more like these, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again real soon.